Welcome to the We Legit podcast, where expression of true self is appreciated. And I'm your host, Markee Carter. And we're going to get into the first episode. The first episode is a little background on myself on how I got into the business world. I graduated high school at 18 years old. But a year prior to that, I had a good friend in high school named David. Me and him wanted to start a music label. I can't recall the name of the label that we wanted to start. But me and him had plans to be like, which is crazy to say right now, but at that time, P. Diddy was everything as an entrepreneur. Time goes on, trials and tribulations on both parts. He got moved away. I did too also. So that dream kind of vanished. Next following year, senior in high school, had no focus or anything, but my first business venture at that time was I wanted to own a laundromat. But if the internet, not too much education, no thought process into it, it kind of just slipped my mind for years and years and years. So the idea just came and went. I had it in the back of my mind, but it just came and went. So fast forward, finished high school, took a couple trade classes, learned a variety of different things, different industries, graduated college, and I was in my career field, and I put in for a promotion after about 2 years, I believe. And I didn't get the promotion. I wasn't bitter. I wasn't upset. So Nipsey had passed a little after I didn't get the promotion. And this is when I was for the state of Tennessee. And I overheard little mini series and interviews and documentaries that they had on him. And he had mentioned that how he got into the business world was selling shirts. I was like, that couldn't be too hard to get into. So I decided to do research off Google, come up with little designs, and be like, you know what? I can do this. So I was coming up with a name, and I couldn't really think of anything that was catchy. So what I came up was We Legit. How I come up with the name, it was something common used growing up. And I noticed as I got older, when a brother have a business, say, hey man, I got this business going on, and the first thing I'm gonna ask is it legit? So that's what popped in my head. So that's how the name came about. So I came up with the name, came up with one logo, sat on it for a while, but worked on it here and there. 2021 comes around. I left Tennessee, came to Dallas, Texas, started a new venture. The girl I was dating at the time said, hey, you got an interesting concept. You should look at getting an LLC. I didn't know what an LLC was. Seen it, but didn't really have too much education on what it was. So I did my research on it for the state of Texas. I did everything checked out. Did research. A relative of hers made 2 designs for me. I paid for them, and I was ready to launch. And when I launched, I had got the name. So I paid for the name first through the state of Texas to make sure that no one has the name. Sat on it about a week. August of 2021, it checked out that no one had the name, and I came up with We Legit LLC in August 2021. Then once I got my LLC, I sat on it, still worked on it, still worked on the craft to figure out how to actually press a shirt, how to press a hoodie, how to do a lot of different things. So that took time and effort. So when 2022 came around, working, well, also working on business, but just not ready to launch yet because I just didn't feel comfortable yet. So as time goes on, I launched it May 2023. And the reason why it took so long is my energy wasn't right, mine wasn't right. A lot of distractions and a lot of applications that I had to tend to at this time. I had the equipment was taken, so I had to start from scratch. And this go around, I learned that when you start something that's business related, it's always best to do it the best way you can on your own before you outsource or reach out to someone to help you. Because if you can't do it on your own, your confidence level will always be questionable. But if you do it with someone else, you have somebody else to lean on. And when you lean on somebody else, then that's where there's going to be issues between who started what, who did what, back and forth, lawsuits, whole lot of, I won't say controversy, but a lot of back and forth on who does what, who runs what, and and how it came about. Me, I took the route of doing everything on my own, establish it, and make sure everything was right. So as May 23rd came around, I started up the website, welegit.com. I opened up a business Facebook account, opened up a business Instagram account, and I officially started a TikTok account. Launched everything at one time. Posting stuff, showing testers of the website to people. People saying, oh, this is really good. You got something. I was okay. I'm doing something. Off the rip, I'm thinking I'll make a bunch of sales because I know so many people and all this other stuff. None of that happened. The first 6 months to a year was the toughest when starting out as an entrepreneur because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're doing it right. You don't know if people are looking at it. You know, it's just like a whole lot of unknown and uncertainty that is happening at this moment. But once you make it past that first year, it gets easy. Trust and believe it gets easy. My first year wasn't my worst year. I took a loss, business-wise. I was learning as I go. No schooling or anything like that. 2024 comes around. 2024 come around. I'm seasoned. I got a whole lot more designs. Marketing is growing. We're getting better on making reels, posting, all kind of stuff. 2024 turned out to be my best year in the business world. Reason being, the year I grossed more than I spent. End up having an article written about me from the Nashville Voyage. Shout out to them. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have got national and worldwide exposure. And in April, that was my biggest sales of April 2024. Popularity grew and being well known in Dallas, Texas, and then transitioning late 2023 to Nashville, Tennessee. Still kept everything intact, still promoted, and still was working. As in 2024, instead of marketing my brand, name, designs, I got into the vinyl work. When I started doing vinyl, it took me to a whole nother direction. Now I'm able to create all kind of different things. Now I've done birthday shirts, graduation shirts, name it, I did it. And it was a very lucrative year. Gaining exposure little by little, making money, getting exposed due to the article. And check that article out at NashvilleVoyage.com. You can type my name, Markee Carter, or We Legit Clothing. It'll pop right up. 2024 taught me how to stay consistent, work on your craft, promote no matter what, wherever you go, and somebody's always watching. Coming into 2025, very well seasoned. Sales coming in very lucrative. I'm being looked at on a consistent basis. I end up having 3 more magazine articles written on me. I'm currently in the process of having more articles written on me. I have a big support crew. Not so much fans, but I got a big circle of friends that's supporting me. Some out in the open, some in the background. Major family support, and it's just overall just growth. And it led to me starting this podcast. This will conclude the first episode. What's included for this podcast? Interviewing young entrepreneurs all across the United States and overseas. Interviewing up-and-coming rappers, giving headlines in the business world, how things are going, giving education to the youth on how to go about starting the business if you don't want to go the school route, and a variety of different things. We Legit is not just a brand, it's a lifestyle.
We hope you found this episode helpful. We love to hear your thoughts. Share your favorite takeaways on social media using hashtag WeLegitClothing. Subscribe, rate, and review the podcast to help others discover us. Until next time.